Most people imagine the universe as full, filled with stars, galaxies, planets, and cosmic wonders stretching across unimaginable distances. It's hard to even picture how massive and packed with stuff the universe seems. But what if I told you that some of the largest structures ever discovered are completely empty? Astronomers have confirmed a cosmic anomaly, a gigantic void nearly 2 billion light-years wide, with almost no galaxies, stars, or matter. It's one of the largest and emptiest regions we've ever found. This isn't just interesting, it's terrifyingly strange, because this void challenges the very foundations of what we know about cosmology, gravity, and even the Big Bang itself. And oddly enough, it all started with a mysterious cold spot in the sky that astronomers once ignored. Let's dive in. To understand why this void is so shocking, we need to understand how the universe is structured. Contrary to what you might think, galaxies aren't evenly scattered throughout space. Instead, they're arranged in a massive interconnected pattern scientists call the cosmic web. This web consists of long filaments of galaxies and dark matter, with giant clusters where they intersect. In between these filaments and clusters lie vast, empty regions called cosmic voids. These are areas where there's very little matter. No stars, no galaxies, barely even dark matter. Most voids are between 100 and 300 million light-years wide. That sounds huge, and it is. But compared to the entire observable universe, they're actually pretty normal. But the void discovered in the Eridanus constellation is something else entirely. It's not just a gap in the web. It's a cavern of darkness on a scale we didn't think possible. This enormous void lies in the direction of the Eridanus constellation, a part of the sky that's already famous for its strange cosmic cold spot. But now astronomers have gone further. Using advanced instruments like the Sloan Digital Sky Survey, the Vera Rubin Observatory, and even data from the James Webb telescope, they've mapped something shocking. The void appears to be nearly 1.8 billion light-years wide, making it one of the largest structures ever detected in the universe. That's 18,000 times wider than the Milky Way galaxy. What makes it stranger is how empty it is. While most voids still contain a small number of galaxies, this one is almost completely barren, a true cosmic desert. A region that massive, with almost no matter, doesn't just push against our current scientific models. It absolutely smashes them. Interestingly, this region wasn't discovered recently. It's been puzzling scientists for decades. Back in the early 2000s, researchers studying the cosmic microwave background noticed something strange in this exact part of the sky. A large cold region, now known as the Eridanus Cold Spot. It didn't fit the rest of the cosmic map. Scientists thought it was a glitch or an unlikely coincidence. But with newer surveys and 3D mapping, they realized this cold spot lines up almost perfectly with the newly observed supervoid. This isn't just random. The light from the early universe may have passed through this vast empty region, losing energy along the way, creating what looked like a cold zone on our cosmic radar. It's a perfect example of how clues from decades ago are finally making sense and revealing something far bigger than anyone imagined. So what makes this discovery so bizarre? It's not just the size. It's the fact that it breaks our most trusted model of how the universe works, the Lambda CDM model. According to this model, matter clumps together after the Big Bang due to gravity, creating galaxies and clusters, with empty spaces, or voids, forming naturally in between. But simulations based on this model show that a void this large, and this empty, should almost never happen. The odds of it forming randomly are about 1 in 100. It's so improbable that some cosmologists think it might be our first evidence of physics we haven't discovered yet. If that's true, this isn't just a weird feature of space. It's a sign that something fundamental is missing from our understanding of reality. To truly grasp why this void is so unsettling, you have to understand how cosmic voids are supposed to form. After the Big Bang, matter wasn't spread evenly. Tiny fluctuations led to some regions being denser than others. Over billions of years, gravity pulled matter together to form galaxies and clusters, and the areas with less matter became the voids we see today. But even in those voids, we still expect to find some galaxies, some gas, some dark matter. They're never completely empty. In fact, most known voids still contain a faint cosmic fingerprint. This new void, though, is almost completely clean, a dark, vast expanse with virtually no trace of structure. That's what's freaking scientists out. It implies that either something pushed matter away violently in the past, or something prevented matter from ever forming here in the first place. Either way, it doesn't fit our current physics. Here's where things get even stranger. Some scientists believe that we might actually live inside this void. It sounds wild, but there's a real theory behind it. If our solar system happens to be located near the center of a massive supervoid, it could be skewing our measurements of the universe in every direction. This could explain some of the biggest tensions in cosmology, like why we get different values when measuring the universe's expansion rate using nearby galaxies versus distant ones. Living inside a void could make the universe look like it's accelerating faster than it really is, but that would also mean breaking a foundational rule of cosmology, the idea that the universe looks roughly the same from any vantage point. If we're in a privileged spot, a bubble within a bubble, our entire framework of modern physics might need rewriting. That's how big this discovery really is. This brings us back to the Eridanus Cold Spot, one of the biggest mysteries in cosmology. It's a massive, unusually cold region seen in the cosmic microwave background, the oldest light in the universe. For years, scientists thought it was a statistical fluke, an odd patch in the otherwise smooth afterglow of the Big Bang. But now, with this gigantic void perfectly aligned with the cold spot, a new explanation is gaining traction. As ancient light from the early universe passed through the void, it likely lost energy, a known effect called the integrated Sachs-Wolf effect. This would explain why that patch of sky looks colder than the rest. But here's the twist. This explanation only works if the void is even more extreme than it appears. This void isn't just an astronomical curiosity. It's a cosmic red flag. It throws a wrench into our most trusted scientific model, the lambda CDM model, which predicts how matter and energy evolved in the universe. If a void this size really exists, and all data suggests it does, then our equations might be missing something fundamental. For example, maybe dark matter doesn't behave the way we think. Or maybe dark energy, the force accelerating the universe's expansion, is far more chaotic or variable than we assumed. Either way, the implications are massive. Some physicists are now re-examining everything from how inflation worked in the early universe to whether gravity behaves differently over billions of light years. This one empty spot in the sky might be enough to send shockwaves through the entire field of cosmology. Because when nature breaks the rules, scientists pay very close attention. Some scientists are exploring even more radical explanations for the void, ideas that take us beyond traditional physics. One theory suggests that this void could be the result of a collision between our universe and another bubble-like universe during the early moments after the Big Bang. This is part of a larger idea called the multiverse theory. In this model, our universe is just one bubble in a vast cosmic foam filled with countless other universes. If two of these bubbles touched, the collision might have left a permanent scar in space, a region where matter was pushed away, creating the void we see today. While these ideas may sound like science fiction, The strange alignment of this void with the cold spot gives them just enough credibility to warrant serious investigation. Another mind-bending possibility? The laws of physics might not be constant throughout the universe. Some researchers think that in massive voids like this one, fundamental forces, like gravity or even the speed of light, could behave differently than they do in denser regions of space. If that sounds far-fetched, consider this. In quantum field theory and string theory, it's predicted that certain regions of the universe could have their own local rules. A void like this might be a kind of cosmic test site, where strange physics reveals itself in subtle, hard-to-detect ways. Maybe time moves slightly differently there. Maybe particles behave in unexpected ways. Maybe this is where dark energy behaves the most chaotically, not uniformly across the universe, but fluctuating depending on local conditions. This void could be more than a blank patch. Scientists are preparing to study this void using the most powerful instruments available. The upcoming Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope and ESA's Euclid mission are both designed to map the structure of the universe with incredible precision. They'll help create 3D maps of galaxy distributions, gravitational lensing, and cosmic voids like this one. At the same time, data from the James Webb Space Telescope is helping researchers examine nearby galaxies with more detail than ever before, potentially spotting the edges of this enormous empty zone. On Earth, AI-powered simulations are also helping scientists test wild new theories. By adjusting the inputs of cosmic evolution models, they're trying to recreate conditions that might give rise to a void like this one. In other words, science isn't ignoring this anomaly. It's going all in to understand it, because answers here could reshape our entire view of the cosmos. So what could we discover next? Scientists believe this void might not be alone. If there's one like it, there could be many others, hidden across the sky, waiting to be found. We may be looking at just the tip of a cosmic iceberg. Upcoming deep space surveys could uncover other ultra-voids, and even weirder cosmic features. We might find that these empty regions are part of a hidden structure we've never imagined, or perhaps they're remnants of events from before the Big Bang. Some even speculate that inside these voids we might detect entirely new phenomena, like rogue supermassive black holes, ancient dark matter fields, or faint ghost galaxies drifting through nothingness. The point is, this discovery isn't just a curiosity. It's a new frontier. Every telescope scan, every piece of data could unlock the next layer of cosmic mystery. We just have to keep asking the right questions. What makes this so profound is not just the scale of the void, it's what it represents. For decades, we've believed in a universe that's governed by elegant laws, shaped by symmetry, and predictable on large scales. This void might prove that assumption wrong. It's like finding a crack in the foundation of a building we've spent centuries constructing. If this void truly can't be explained by our current models, then it's pointing to something bigger, a flaw in the story we've told ourselves about how the universe works. It forces us to question, what else is out there that we've missed? What phenomena have we written off as statistical noise that might actually be part of a deeper truth? Sometimes the universe doesn't shout its secrets. It whispers them in the silence. And in this case, the silence is 1.8 billion light-years wide. So, what is this void really? Is it just an improbable accident of cosmic evolution, a scar from a bubble universe collision, a laboratory for exotic physics? Or could it be the first sign that our understanding of the cosmos is incomplete? One thing is clear, this discovery forces us to look deeper, not just into the universe, but into the models and assumptions we've relied on for decades. Because sometimes the most important discoveries aren't found in what we see, but in what's missing. If you found this fascinating, consider subscribing. We've only scratched the surface of what the universe is hiding, and we'll be diving even deeper into the biggest mysteries in space. The void is real, it's massive, and it's waiting. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious.